9. Things people who have been traumatized do without knowing. Trauma is like a shadow that follows you in ways you might not even know. It looks different for everyone, based on what they've been through. When you're with someone who's been through a lot of hard times, you could feel like something's wrong, but it's hard to say what it is. We're going to talk about 9 things that people who have been through trauma often do in this video. You might not understand these behaviors at first, but once you do, they really get to you. You could have noticed these in yourself or someone you care about. Stay with us because this can help you understand those silent battles. And believe me, you don't want to miss any of them. Okay, let's get started. Here are 9 ways that trauma can show itself in daily life. First of all, they don't like being around other people. Have you ever encountered someone who gets nervous in a crowd or stops moving when the phone rings? People who have been through trauma may feel like they are going through a storm when they are around other people. Katie Gillis, a psychotherapist, says that if you grew up in a home that was always in chaos and you were always on edge, that tension stays with you. Things that seem simple, like a surprise visitor or a full room, can get people stressed out, especially if they aren't ready for it. Why? Because they can remember times when they were harmed or exposed. They can avoid anything that feels too close to those old wounds. It's hard. It might make their world smaller and friendships feel like a war zone. Second, they shut down or cut themselves off. Life throws us curveballs, doesn't it? For someone who has been through trauma, those surprises can be quite hard to deal with. One way they deal with it is, they leave. They might stop talking in a group, walk to the bathroom, or just look at their phone to get away. Katie Gillis says this is all about control. When the world seems out of control, pulling back provides them a break. Triggers are different for everyone. A loud voice, a familiar face, or even a smell can make people feel bad. Some people plan out every step of their day so they don't get surprised, like they're in a spy movie. But even with all that planning, one wrong move can make them want to hide inside themselves. Third, they depend on their compulsions. Trauma can lead people to habits that are hard to break. The Chicago Behavioral Hospital says that this could mean drinking too much or relying on drugs, but it's not always that clear. Eating too much, scrolling for hours, or keeping everyone at a distance are all bad habits. Katie Gillis gives one example. Some people need a buffer zone and stay away from others since being close to them makes them feel unsafe. These urges act like a shield, blocking the pain or keeping it from coming up. The problem? They can make things hard between people, turning love into a tug of war. Experts from the Australian Journal of General Practice have found this. Fourth, they may feel it in their bodies. This is crazy. Trauma doesn't just mess with your mind, it also hurts you physically. A Psychology Today article explains it. You could look tired, pallid, or anxious. You can't sleep, you get aches out of nowhere, and stress might even make you less excited in bed. The Lake Behavioral Hospital goes even farther, suggesting that PTSD can change the way your brain works, affecting your metabolism and neurotransmitters. When life gets tough, those bodily indications get worse, making it even harder to keep going. It's like your body is yelling what your head is too exhausted to articulate. 5. They say sorry all the time. Have you ever talked to someone who says sorry for everything, even things they didn't do? That's normal for trauma, APS. Observer says it's a sign that someone has been through a lot. Katie Gillis connects it to growing up in an environment that was harsh and full of criticism, where every mistake felt like a calamity. They're not just being kind, they're afraid of getting turned down or angry. It's awful to see someone say sorry, because they know they're about to get hit, even if they never do. Sixth, they experience emotional outbursts. Trauma can make your feelings go up and down like a roller coaster. The Lake Behavioral Hospital says that alterations in the amygdala, the part of the brain that controls emotions, can make people more angry. They get upset or snap when they hear a loud noise or a sharp word. When something reminds them of the past, their moods can change quickly, going from high to bad. The Australian Journal of General Practice says that this can change how people get along. One minute you love someone, the next you shove them away. It's not them being dramatic. Their brain is just attempting to make sense of the pandemonium. Number 7. They break up. Do you ever feel like you're looking at your life through a hazy window? That's dissociation, a way for people who have been hurt to leave their minds. Dr. Lori Lauren from Psych Central called it a freeze response. which is like when an animal plays dead to stay alive. It kicks in when they can't run or fight, as when they're in a tight spot and can't get away. But here's the thing. A music or a stranger's stare can also flick the switch. That's the toughest part. Coming back to reality. Also protects them, but also keeps them from living their own lives. Number 8. They are always ready for anything. Imagine someone surveying the room, tense, as if they're waiting for trouble. That's being overly aware, and it's tiring. Trauma might make you think that danger is always around the corner. Even when everything is fine, your heart accelerates and your eyes dart. Research shows that it's linked to the primordial instinct to survive kicking into high gear. They could jump when a door slams or check the locks 3 times. It's not paranoia. Their mind just won't let its guard down, and it wears them out every day. Number 9. They stay away from anything that makes them think of it. Last one. Avoidance. People who have been through trauma may stay away from people, places, and even hobbies that bring up those memories. It's like avoiding a ghost. If it smells, sounds, or feels like the past, I don't want it. The Australian Journal of General Practice notes that this can make their world smaller by taking away things they used to love. It's not because they're lazy or don't care. It's because they want to protect themselves. But as time goes on, that bubble gets smaller, and life starts to feel like a tightrope walk. Trauma is a great burden, and it can make us, or the people we care about, feel lost. But here's the thing. The first step to understanding and maybe even healing is to notice these indicators. If any of this struck a chord with you or someone you know, don't try to deal with it on your own. Get in touch with a mental health professional who can help you sort it all out. They have the tools to make that storm easier to deal with. Do you like this video? If you enjoy it, share it with someone who needs it. And let us know what you think in the comments. I read all of them. Oh, and if you haven't already, hit that bell and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. By the way, our last video was called 11 Psychological Tricks Men Use When They're Crazy About You. It's a little lighter, but just as juicy. You kind people, thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon.